the dawn of the third age of mankind, 10 years after the Earth-Minbari War. The Babylon Project was a dream given form. Its goal, to prevent another war by creating a place where humans and aliens could work out their differences peacefully. It's a port of call, home away from home for diplomats, hustlers, entrepreneurs, and wanderers. Humans and aliens wrapped in 2,500,000 tons of spinning metal, all alone in the night. It can be a dangerous place, but it's our last best hope for peace. This is the story of the last of the Babylon stations. The year is 2258. The name of the place is Babylon 5.
What's up everybody, Dr. McKay here, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be of my Babylon 5 station showcase video for mod.io. So how are you all doing? It's been a while since I've done a showcase video for Space Engineers. I've been quite busy with life stuff, but I've been busy building Babylon 5 as I've recently rewatched the entire Babylon 5 show and I just had the urge to build it. So here it is in all its glory. It's pretty big. It's, if my math is right, which probably not, it's 1/10 the size. So it's 10 times smaller than what it should be in the show. But it's pretty big in Space Engineers. It takes up like three quarters of the PCU. So be careful when you blueprint it in if you want to have other ships. But it's pretty beastly. I've got the dimensions pretty well to size, with each segment. But before we get started on the showcase, if you like the build and you like my content, feel free to hit the follow button. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, and follow me on Twitch, where I'm trying to reach 200 followers. With all that said, though, let's give you a little tour. This is going to be the Babylon 5 Grand Tour. We're going to start with the outside, just going to show you some pieces on the outside, and then we'll show you the inside. So, the front of the space station, which is basically self-explanatory, you have the entrance to the space station, which is this here. We'll go in there in a minute. As you can see, we have like the command center or CNC rotating. It does rotate and it does have artificial gravity on each of the four sides, pulling you to the outside of the hull to simulate the artificial gravity. We have obviously mounted guns all over the place, so it can be a defensible station. Now, we don't really have a lot of weapons on the bottom side of the station because there is no, like, what I like to call shelf. So, just bear that in mind. If enemies do attack you from the bottom, you ain't gonna really be able to defend yourself. But we do have weapons mounted on the all along the top, and like one mounted here, which should be out just enough to shoot anything on the front. We have up in the top, we have weapon ammo and storage, where we actually have a bunch of containers. It's rather red in here, but like I've stocked each container with a specific ammo, so you shouldn't need to worry about stocking it straight away. So we're going to come up on top to show you the top of the shelf, which is what I call it. It's like basically the support arm, but I call it a shelf because it kind of looks like a shelf. Yeah, so we've got like auto cannons, artillery cannons, rocket pods, a couple Gatling guns, but like I'm not sure where they are. There's one at the front. There's some at the front there. I think I've got them targeting rockets, so they target rockets or missiles. And we're gonna come obviously. These are like in the show. for storage or resources like oxygen and stuff, but they're just decoration in this. Most of it is hollow to limit PCU. Then obviously we have our giant 6 solar panels on each side. These took a while to shape, build. I love them. Really does like define it. And obviously the shelf and the solar panels are attached to the part of the station that doesn't spin. This is the point of where spinning and not spinning, and all it is controlled on one rotor. So that rotor is doing a hell of a job spinning this entire space station. So give it a round of applause, because he is the only one doing it. But anyway, we're going to come down here, and we do have Gatling turrets down here as well, and we have obviously all cannons along this section. Now this section is the reactor, so this is like the nuclear reactor that we have power in the station back here. So I do have a door, so we can go in, and we can add fuel to the fire. Oop. Just gonna go inside. So obviously this is the nuclear reactor that I have that powers the station. Now I did put some in. I don't know if it's got any. No, it's still got some there, look. So he is powering the station, and obviously we got pipes that literally go to all the turrets. So all the turrets are all plumbed in, so you don't have to worry about, like, if you wanted to bring this in survival, for instance. Yeah, they're all plumbed up, as you can see. Get some lights. And obviously I did a central core for the connector, or for the tubes, so even if it got attacked from the outside, your weapons will still work. I'm not sure how well this would do in a survival mode, but it's just a recreation, so yeah, you guys can play how you want with it. But like I said, it takes up 3/4 of the PCU. So there's not much else you can bring in unless you have a private server or something. So that's generally the outside. There's not much more to show. Yeah, it's just very large. And I love the fact that it spins. I got it to spin. It's not hard to get it to spin, but like when I was planning it out, I was like, how am I gonna make it spin? But now I figured it out. But like, yeah. So what we'll do now, we're going to take a little trip inside. Now, the inside is the bit that's taken me a long time to do. It's taken me about 2 weeks to kind of really plan the inside, what I'm going to do, because it's not to the right size. But I wanted to do something in the inside for you. So, here we go. So obviously we have auto opening hangar doors. We have one there and then one here, which brings us into the hangar. The hangar has 4 landing pads, all numbered, so that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Each side has stairs going into the main section of the station, but only pad 1 over there has. Oh, it's airtight in here as well. Just to let you guys know. So obviously we can walk. So if I go third person. The station is built so we can walk all the way around it, so gravity kind of pulls us to the side. There are some parts of the station that has like two gravity instead of just the 1, so keep that in mind. As we come up in here, this is where we go to the CNC, or command and control. Got a couple screens. Yeah, just see how I built it and whatnot. And this is CNC. It's a bit bare bones. There's not really much in the way of like decoration in vanilla Space Engineers. So this is basically it. And you can turn off rotation. So if you didn't want it to rotate, you come over here and you basically press stop spin. That locks the rotor and it will like stop it from spinning, but it will wobble. So it's best to click the third button to rotor on and off, and then unlock it, and then it should stop spinning. Then obviously you unlock it, and then obviously spin, but it will reverse it, so it'll spin the opposite way. So that's basically the command and control. It's not too bad. Quite bare bones, like I said, but not much more I can put in. So what we'll do now, we'll show you the inside. And obviously we do have connectors on each of the ports so you can land your ship. Now they are in the center. You can adjust them to where you want them. And we do have a cargo box here. And just to let you know, the cargo runs through the entire length of the station on the spinning part. So if you're trying to find something on the shelf or the reactor part, you have to go outside into the top of the shelf. That's where you can access it. But all the inside stuff is connected together, as you can see by the pipes. So as we come up here, we are obviously airtight in here as well. So if I shut the doors as I go, you can see what's not airtight and what's not. But this is obviously pad 1. Obviously each of the corridors are color coded. This leads into an atrium, if I get that right. That one's just a hallway and it's blue. This one's quarters, like crew quarters and whatnot. Yeah, pad 3. And the green is just a hall. So we'll show you the inside of the red. Right, here we go. This is basically like where business is done and whatnot. So if we come down, you can get obviously contracts and shop. You've got an ATM over there. You got a vending machine. Kind of I tried to just basically do like, you know, where most of the stuff happens in the show. We've got like a little bar here. You can get drinks and whatnot. Bit of decoration. We have med bay for the injured and the sick, which we've got a bed, we've got a med station, a couple bits in there, nothing too extravagant. Obviously another bar. We have security with a couple posters. Inside the security, we obviously have an armory, obviously shelves and stuff and whatnot. It's not too bad. And obviously over here, if you wanted to get some components, you can input your ore. It's connected up to a refinery below my feet, and then obviously you have an assembler as well, where you can basically input ore and output components. So you know, do all that in basically under the floor there, but just using these two, so it's pretty neat. And then obviously we have a water closet, toilet, another hand. So we got 3 toilets and then 2 showers for, you know, anybody who visits the station. And obviously drinks dispenser. And this leads out into the core of the station. We still have oxygen. We do. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take you up, take you back, okay? Crew quarters are on the yellow side of the station. So we are. So the crew quarters, we have 6 crew quarters. We could do a lot more, but PCU is tight. And they're basically all identical. They all have a toilet, a bed, a sofa, lockers, a table for eating, and a kitchen. And apparently there's meant to be a block there, but it's not there. Don't ask me why. Yeah, but they're basically all identical. So go into this one. And they're basically all the same. Yeah. So you can pick and choose. Yeah, we can have 6 people, guests on the station, if you want. Now for the thing that I found very hard to do, which I just left green, is the core. It's not the entire core, but it's basically what I could do with keeping the PCU like reasonable. Obviously, you see the gravity generators. There's like 6 or 8 throughout the station that maintains gravity. Yeah, what we can do now, we can go down and have a look. But I've just basically left it, and it's not airtight. Don't ask me why. I've looked for a hole, I can't find it. But the whole thing rotates. We do have air vents in here. I just don't know why it's not airtight. Unless it's because it's plates, because that is a cylinder of plates. It's steel plates. Or it's because there's a hole here. Let me just fill this out. Maybe that's why. A little bit of engineering. There we go. Now it's doing what it's meant. See, just having a little look around, we find the problem. It's not too bad. So obviously, you have to do another blueprint. But yeah, we have a door, which is now gonna release all the air, and that basically we do have still a bunch of station left. So you guys can build as you go, just don't touch the gravity generators. And it goes all the way to there. So we've used like half of the cylinder. So you still got half to play with. And obviously down the sides as well of the corridor, which aren't filled in either. So I kind of still left it for you guys to still play with. And you can do whatever you like. You can rip it all out if you like and redo the interior all yourself. But yeah, that's essentially the station. Yeah, I spent probably about about 60 hours in total trying to build this over the course of the last few weeks. Yeah, on and off, trying to figure it out, measurements and whatnot. And obviously the corridors, the hallways, duplicated on the same side. And it's just a single corridor that runs the length of that till we get to here. This is not too bad, eh? But there we have it then, guys. That is my Babylon 5 Space Station Showcase video. I hope you all enjoyed the build. If you did, feel free to leave a like. Don't forget to comment your thoughts and subscribe if you haven't. This build will go live on mod.io when this YouTube video goes live, so check the link in the description. That should take you to the mod.io so you can sub to the build if you want to. Like I said, I'm with Dr. McKay. Thank you all for watching my showcase. And until the next video, I'll catch you then. Cheers and goodbye.